What's good? Hit that thumbs up button. So this is what happens in life where you find out what your position is, because this position is a mug. And I kind of went through this recently. When you are at a job and they like you and you do what you do really well, but you're on the lower tolling pole of the payroll. You could come in late every now and then. You could mess around. They don't really say much. But when you want to get a promotion is when you really find out what your bosses and the higher ups in the corporate office think about you. And this is what this is to me. A lot of this with Chauncey Billups and Jason Kidd. This is a clip from First Take where I don't know who this moderator girl is, because I haven't watched First Take in forever. But listen to this. This is interesting because Jason Kidd just became the coach of the Mavericks, and Chauncey Billups just became the coach of the Portland Trail Blazers. Hall of Famers, perennial All Stars, respected point guards. Everyone loves them. You don't hear anything bad about them. I know some people might question their coaching ability, but listen to this.
Now, according to sources of our Adrian Wojnarowski, the deal is for 5 years with the former LA Clippers assistant that includes a team option on the last season. Now, Billups had an illustrious career in the NBA, winning the 2004 NBA title with the Pistons in the Finals MVP award. A five-time All-Star, he's the only player with a winning record against Michael Jordan, Kobe, and also LeBron. Now, along with Billups' hire, Jason Kidd was named the head coach of the Mavericks last Thursday. Now, both have amazing resumes. However, off-court issues have led to questions surrounding their hires. In 2001, Kidd was arrested for suspicion of hitting his wife and pleaded guilty to spousal abuse.
That was 2001. Do you know where were you at in 2001? 2001, I think I was in sixth grade. Come on.
2012, he also pleaded guilty to
Okay, that was almost a decade ago, 2012. Run it back. Go again.
DUI. Billups, on the other hand, settled a civil case in 1997.
Whoa, 1997. 24 years ago. Are you serious? The year Biggie died. Why are you bringing this up? And I say that to say, y'all had no problem with Chauncey Billups and Jason Kidd and these old charges that were lingering in their past when they were dribbling a basketball. When they were the respective point guards that they were, and they were all around the NBA, winning championships and, making all these alley-oop plays and all of these highlights for y'all and selling all this jerseys and memorabilia and making all this revenue from city to city, y'all had no problem. I never heard y'all bring up Jason Kidd's issues, and I watched his whole career. I really don't even recall this. I might have heard something. I don't even remember that. I watched both of these guys their entire career. I'm like, now you want to bring this up because they're becoming coaches? You see what I'm saying? When you really find out what your employer thinks about you when you want to get a promotion, you want to be manager, supervisor, you want to do this, that, you really find out what they really think of you. Especially when you threw your hat in the race, you signed up, you put your name out there on the bid sheet or whatever. They didn't come to you with it.
Alleged that he and his former teammate Ron Mercer raped her. Criminal charges were never filed, but according to police reports, a rape kit examination displayed injuries consistent with sexual assault. The Blazers have looked into the matter.
Sexual assault. Those two words, man, when they get those two words, put your name in those two words, that's bad. Anytime they put them two words together, the way she said it, listen to how she said it.
Mercer raped her. Criminal charges were never filed, but according to police reports,
there you go.
A rape kit examination displayed injuries consistent with sexual assault. The Blazers have looked into the matter again before hiring Billups, and they were able to not really drop anything new, but Perk, you gotta...
And they always get a woman as a moderator or on one of these shows. Notice all these sports shows have a woman host. Other than Ernie from NBA TNT, they all have a female host, whether it's Rachel Nichols, Molly Corum, Joy, whoever, and they always drill it in extra hard, pause, whatever, when when they talk about these type of situations. They gotta have the woman, they circle in on her and they make her use emphasis on certain terms, sexual assault, domestic violence, all of this stuff. This is all programmed. But shout out to Kendrick Perkins, he held his own.
Look at all of these factors. Are these hires a bad look for the league, would you say?
No.
No, it's not. You know what's a bad look in the NBA to be writing these articles at this time. That's what's a bad look. Because guess what? When Jason Kidd and Chauncey Billups when they were the product
Chauncey
and they were put
Billups.
on the shelves and they were selling out and they were making money and they were around here delivering championships and making all-star games and selling out jerseys and signing autographs. Everything was all fine and dandy when you were the product. Now all of a sudden, when two African Americans have learned from their mistakes, and when I'm talking about Jason Kidd, he learned from his mistakes. He had 2 head coaching hires since then.
Coaching highs. Where is Kendrick Perkins from? God damn, that's a country boy. Coaching highs. Chauncey Billups. There's an S on that. He said Chauncey Billups.
Assistant coach with the Los Angeles Lakers, won the championship. Nothing was said. This man has changed his life. Rick Carlisle endorsed him. Dirk Nowitzki endorsed him. Not a word was said. And when you look at what Chauncey Billups has done, all right, finished his hell of a career, assistant under Ty Lue, worked on our network at ESPN and was a hell of a commentator, did a hell of a job. Should have been a GM in my eyes instead of being a coach because he's that great of evaluating talent. That's how special he is to the game. But soon as African Americans can take that leap and get in place of power, this is when it all starts to come out. This is when these writers want to start bringing up people past, like everyone don't have a damn past. I'm pretty sure we all have something that we done when we were younger that we wouldn't do again. Now, I get it. If with Jason Kidd's situation, if he was a repeated offender, and it was something that he was doing time and time again, okay, I can see that. But this man has grown from that. Chauncey Billups wasn't accused of anything.
So, yeah, shout out to Kendrick Perkins for holding it down. Now, his punk-ass Dominique Foxworth, they always got to have... Now, you got 2 black men up here. After hearing what Kendrick Perkins had just said, which is basically what I said, and I didn't even watch that clip before I did this video. He took everything I said. I'm claiming that. But Dominique, they always have to have the debate format. And I get it. This is First Take. It's a debate show. But certain comments, certain subjects, just no need for a debate. And I don't know if Dominique Foxworth is doing this for the sake of entertainment or if he really feels this way. But this is pretty pathetic.
Whether they should get the jobs or if it's a bad look. Like, I do think it's a bad look because particularly in Chauncey's cases, he was up against Becky Hammon, and it's particularly bad.
Glad he said that. First of all, Dominique Foxworth is a football player. I don't like football players talking about basketball and vice versa. Now, Becky Hammon, that's the white girl who's the assistant coach on the San Antonio Spurs. She's got the endorsement from Popovich. If that can't get you a job, I don't know what can. But you see the Bucks, they won a Super Bowl. They had a female on their coaching staff. A lot of these liberals are who don't know nothing about sports. They're trying to get groundbreaking, different, alternative shit. And we live in a world where they letting transgenders compete in female sports now. You know what I mean? Some transgenders probably gonna dunk on your daughter at a basketball game. Like it's different now. They want her. They really want her to get a job, but she hasn't. And I'm not questioning Becky's basketball knowledge or her coaching ability, but just demographically, I just can't see a woman being able to coach 15, grown-ass alpha males. I just can't see it. She's have to have a hell of a strong coaching staff to pull it off. This is not Sunset Park with Shorty Doo-Wop.
And look for the NBA, which is considered the most progressive major sports league that we have, at least major men's sports league that we have in this country, and for them to and for two hires of guys who have been accused of mistreating women or sexually assaulting or hitting women, for them to get hired and Becky Hammon not to get hired, I don't see how we can argue that it's not a good look. And that doesn't mean that these guys never deserve to work again or that they need to continue paying a price for something they've been accused of or pled guilty to in Jason Kidd's case years ago. Doesn't mean that they can never rebound from that, but we do have to acknowledge it. And it's a story that...
You don't have to acknowledge it. Shut up. That's all I'm talking about. Like, bro, shut up. That was your time to be a man and say, you know what, the hell with the show and the entertainment format and the debate, and we disagree. No, what Perkins said was absolutely right. And like I said, Becky Hammon, if she really wanted to get a job as a head coach, she could go to the WNBA. She wants to coach superior basketball, which is the NBA. Sorry to break it to you, ladies. You know, but even a lot of y'all who would rather watch the NBA. We know what the numbers, but she could go down there and coach and win a championship, and maybe she'll get that. You know, I just don't see the day and age where the NBA has a female head coach. I just don't see it. But back to Stephen A. Smith. Where were you at, sir? And I guess he's on vacation. It's summertime. But I'm not giving him a pass. He's not getting off the hook for this, because when Kaepernick didn't show up for that little bullshit tryout they gave him on a Saturday, what was it, 2019? It was over the weekend, and that didn't stop Stephen from going live in his hotel room on Twitter to blast Colin Kaepernick, and went all off. He couldn't wait till Monday morning to clock in and go to work. He had to get it off his chest right then and there. So, where's he at now? Where's he at to say anything to defend Jason Kidd and Chauncey Billups? You said how much you couldn't stand the coaching carousel in the NBA, and they won't give black coaches an opportunity and this and that. You stormed off the set, made a big, promo. Then you went and came to work the next day with the Black Power jacket. Where you at now? Because they could really use your voice and influence, Jason Kidd, Chauncey Billups, because people like Dominique Foxworth and this white girl y'all got up here, they plug this into people's mind. Oh man, now you got some people who don't know how to think for themselves that watch stuff like this, and they take their thought process based off other people's opinions. And it might be somebody out there that really likes Dominique Foxworth and hangs on his every word. It's like, man, you know what? I never cared about Chauncey Billups and that, but now, yeah, you're right. Maybe that does have some kind of something on his head. No, it doesn't. Stop it. If you really seen all of the dirt half of these other people got on, and you really, this is child's play compared to what a lot of these other cats got over their heads. But like I say, they don't mind as an athlete, as a black athlete, if you got a couple of charges from this and that. When you can run, catch, block, tackle, jump really high, shoot really well, play good defense, they don't care about that. Yeah, fine. I remember Jerry Jones bought Des Bryant his own security guard because Des Bryant had so much drama going on outside of football. But because Des Bryant was fast and he was big and he could catch and he could score touchdowns, they put up with it. Now, if Des said, hey, I want to be a coach, let me be under the coaching, it's different. When you want to get a promotion as a black man, you really find out what they think about you. So, God bless Jason Kidd, Chauncey Billups. I'm a Dallas fan. I hope Jason Kidd works out. They're going with a more player-friendly type of movement in Dallas, and I think it's going to work. Hopefully, we can bring some free agents. Rest Chauncey Billups the best. That's going to be a scary tandem. If Portland could keep Dame, and you got Chauncey there, that's going to be really good for them. But like I say, Stephen A., where you at, nigga? Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. I'm out.